Okay, welcome back, Ivan Calderon. Uh, nice to have you back on KO Boxing. Weight world champion, having held the WBO mini flyweight. Uh, you got the Ring Magazine and lineal light flyweight titles. You held them for quite some time. You're a Hall of Famer. Um, so who better more than ask you about June 27th. We got a big fight coming up. I think it's a fight of the year candidate uh, as Zayas takes on Boots Ennis. I want to get your thoughts on that big fight coming up. I think it's going to be a fight of the year candidate. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Two young guys coming through. I mean, young guy because Boots still got 30 something, but for me, he still feel young. He still feel hungry to be a second world champion in another division world class and 154. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good fight because people think almost 70% or 80% of the people think Boots is gonna have an easy fight. He's gonna win easy or by knockout maybe. I think he got a 55-45 fight. I will say he got the lead because his punch, but you still got a world champion young guy that is hungry. He that's his weight, 154, 54 pounds. And I think he's gonna do a good job. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people that night at San Zayas.
Uh, the question is everyone's asking is Zayas experienced enough? The experience, does he have enough experience?
Yo, experience. He had a lot of experience in amateur. I know maybe people gonna think it's not the same thing. You already got the experience. You just still got maybe the experience going with opponents at good levels that could take you to that special experience or world champion fights. He just had a last fight, one of his experience going to 12 rounds and defending his title, and here in Puerto Rico taking the belt to the other champion. So I think he got a lot of break, and that little experience that he got, he could take advantage of that.
Speaking of that fight in Puerto Rico, there was some negative comments from those that say Saya should have been able to knock out his opponent instead of going the distance with his opponent.
People don't understand sometimes the business. They're not there in the ring working it, so maybe they thought that he was not the the boxer that could have do a good fight, a whole punishment like the way he did. He was a strong fighter. He's a strong fighter. So Sander did what he had to do. He boxed. He stopped there and fought with him too. He didn't knock him out, but he showed the people that if he got to rumble, he rumbles. If he got to do his good, intelligent fight, he do it too. So he showed all kind of stuff. He didn't show that night that he was a puncher, but he showed that if he got to rumble, he rumbles.
Now, now that you mentioned Saya likes to rumble, uh, if he makes this fight into war against Boots Ennis, can it be a mistake?
I believe so. It maybe could be a mistake. We know Boots is the Punisher, is the one who got the power in his hands. We don't know. Maybe he got in 147, but we don't know how he's gonna have in 154. He could surprise you. A lot of boxers there was the Punisher and a few weights. When they went up, they was not the same Punisher. They didn't have the same power another weight class. So we gotta see how he comes. If he comes with the same power, or or he got it. We don't know until we see the fight.
Boots Ennis, his most recent fight, he knocked out his opponent in one round. But then we have some fans saying that that opponent is not the same level as Zayas.
Yo, you could have you could have a guy with a good record with, I don't want to say names, but we got a lot of boxers that we could compare with a lot of knockouts and everything. But when you see the records, we brought you all these fighters, but you could have that good records. But the day when you start fighting with your level, that's what we're gonna see. If that record that I made, you really that record. So it's not all time just because you see a record. You gotta see the opponents that they put you to let you know if that record is for real or it's a fake record.
Now I want to ask you about mentality. Like Zayas looks like he's mentally ready. Boots, I'm not so sure of, just because he's pretty much mocking Zayas. He's trying to get into Zayas' head. Who's winning the mental war right now?
For me, I think it's Saya, the way he talked, the way he answered back everything that Boost asked him, real professional. So I think Saya is having the best battle by mentally that Boost. Boost is just trying to take him out of the line, out of his feet. But Sander Saya is a guy that they was working with him since amateur. He worked the way how to speak, how to talk, how to work with these kind of boxers. So he's doing a good job getting before the fight, getting in the fight, and getting and mentally ready for the fight.
Now, you mentioned at the beginning that a lot of boxing experts, including fans, are picking Boots Ennis. I've heard the same thing. But Sayas brought up a good point. He said that Boots' team uh, is telling him that he's the man, and they keep telling him he's the best. So the difference between him and Boots Ennis is that Zayas doesn't have everyone telling him he's the best, but Boots has everyone telling him he's the best.
Sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad because then he's gonna start believing it. So he's not gonna put his heart, his mind in the training because he's he's the toughest guy, he's the stronger guy. But you see, Sander, he knows he's the underdog. Even he knows he's the champion, but he's the underdog in this fight. So he got to do his best. He got to show all these people that talking that he's gonna get knocked out, or he don't got the opportunity. That's when we grow up and we show the people that they made a mistake saying that. So we got to show all these people that it's not 100% what they see in the fight. Because if it's for that, I thought I was never going to be a world champion. I thought I was never going to be in the Hall of Fame. But look at my skills, got me 18 defensive titles. My movement got me where I am at, and my boxing got me in the Hall of Fame. So everybody, we don't got the same fans. We got fans that like boxing, real boxing. So we like fans that just like to see blood, like MMA. So we got all kind of fans. So we can't put our mind and all that kind of stuff. We just gotta do our job and think what our family and our team thinks. That's it. Forget about what people thinks. We just gotta believe what I think and believe what my my team think. If my team say that I could beat them, and my heart say I could beat them, I'm gonna beat him that night. That's his talking. That's his mind. That's the way I thought. That's the way I work every time I used to fight, and it worked for me. People's gonna tell me, and what happened when you lost? It's always one guy waiting for you. But that guy that time came before I did 18 defense.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because you know not everyone's undefeated like Finito Lopez and Floyd Mayweather. Uh, so sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. And
Yeah.
history. Go ahead.
Yeah. You saw the two names that you just say. They retire undefeated, right?
Yeah,
That's what the papers say, right?
yeah.
But what the fans always say about uh, Castillo and Mayweather's first fight,
Castillo won or should have won.
and what about uh, Rosendo and Finito Lopez, their first fight.
The same thing.
So, so we never know, and sometimes people got their record because judges got them that record because they never put them lose, and they made some fight that was even a draw, thanks to the judges. They got the W, but we gotta see each fight of the record, and we could sit down and check it out, and we maybe got a thought or a different idea or a different mentality when you see again all the 50 fights or all the undefeated fight that Mayweather had, like that's like Pinito Lopez. He went with a draw, right? I thought he did a draw, right?
Yes.
So for me, a draw is a loss because when you got a draw, it's because they save your record. So you never know. You never know what was really the record. For me to believe that you got a undefeated record, you had to beat the guy 100%. That that point that say 780 to something, 100 to something. But when you see the fight at 96, 94, 95, 95, 96, 94, 96, 94. You got somebody thinking that you lost, so you never know. So nobody got the same idea the same night. So you don't know those two boxers that you just say that if they really finish their record undefeated.
Good point. Good point. I thought Castillo beat Floyd Mayweather in the
But
first
we
fight.
gotta respect them. We gotta respect them. We gotta respect them, and we gotta clap to the record that they have. So we gotta leave it like that. I just want the people to just think about it. I don't want to, you know, put it back and try to mix up their Q record. I just want to let the people to know that sometimes it's not what they see. Sometimes you see me win. Sometimes other people see me lose. So nobody got the same eyes. They don't got the same opinions. Like right now, we just discussing because people don't think what we thinking. So we both got different ideas, different opinion, and different angles. So we gotta wait for the fight to see who was correctly. If it was me or if it was them. We really don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But speaking of Boots Ennis, being the Punisher, being the puncher, history has shown that,
Give
that a lot of
a
punch,
little bit more. Yeah,
a
it
lot of
gave him more a little bit opponent. It gave him more a percent to win the fight.
yeah. But then again, there have been a lot of punchers that have got knocked out.
Yeah, sure. Mike Tyson. Uh, what was the heavyweight? They just got knocked out. He was the Olympic team. He was the Olympic gold medal, the last heavyweight that we seen. That he just broke the draw of Jake Paul.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he was the ugliest man. Nobody beat him. He been getting knocked out by people that he don't got the record, he don't got the name, he don't got the level, and he got knocked out by them.
Exactly. Exactly.
you
So
don't know if it was because he didn't train the way it was. We just gotta ask him what happened that night that he lost by knockout.
So that leads me to ask you about Zayas, because Zayas is a big kid. He's a big guy. So can he knock out Boots Ennis?
Yeah, he been showing that he's not a knockout boxer, but you never know that for this fight, he could put the level and he could put his heart and you never know that he could surprise every one of us, giving a good win by knockout. But I think it's gonna be hard for him because you got a boxer that know how to survive, a boxer to move. So maybe it's gonna be a difficult fight. I think this fight could go to distance. But I told you, if it goes to distance, I gotta give it to Zayas. If it's gonna be a knockout, I gotta go with Boots by knockout.
But we've seen Boots Ennis struggle with Karen in the first fight.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Let people see those kind of fights. They're just looking at the fight that he be winning by knockout, but they don't see the ones that he won by decision, where who he won by decision, or you could really think, wait, let me go back. I don't think maybe there's gonna be a competition, there's gonna be a competitive fight. Two good boxers. I can't think that it's gonna be an easy fight. Remember, everybody's saying it's gonna be so easy, but he's gonna knock them out. That's not that's the part I not agree. I'm thinking he could have to break to win, but it's not gonna be so easy like people thinks. Even him thinks it's gonna be a difficult fight because he knows he's gonna have in front of him a boxer. Even him knows he got a good boxer in front of him.
Who has the better footwork, Zayas or Boots Ennis? Because Puerto Ricans are known for being slick boxers.
Yeah, I think Boots got a little bit more movement. Saya got more mobility combination punches.
What do you say to everyone that says that Boots Ennis' defense is not that good? He gets hit a lot.
Yo, I tell you about the feet. For me, defense is moving your ribs up. So if it's different, people on the table go, he puts down his hands. He's trying to move short. So that's what the people say that he don't got so good defense. But he got movement that he could go back, come from by his legs. But defense with his hands is not so. It's not the best. Like Mayweather's defense and like Lomachenko's defense. You know, it's different kind of defense. So I'm agree with those boxers that maybe say that he don't got so good defense in the fight. Sometimes when he don't want to get hit, he try to do his best. But when he knows that he's the best in he's the best in the ring, he goes down and he forget about his defense. He forget about his defense and he get punches.
And what do you have to say with Zayas saying that Boots Ennis makes a lot of mistakes, that he gets reckless at times?
Yeah, but remember when you fight a guy that you understand you're 100%, you're the favorites, you're 100%, you know you're the stronger guy. We do a lot of mistakes because we just throw, we don't think. But when you got a fighter intelligent in front of you, a strong fighter, young fighter, believe me, the fight is gonna be so different. He's gonna be a smart guy. He's not gonna do the same things that he do with other guys. He's gonna be more smart in this fight. So you're gonna see a different boost in this fight.
I can't wait. I can't wait. June
Me,
27th.
me neither. So to let the people know when they ask, yeah, I'm saying a 55% to boost, 45% to our champion. But I believe our champion that night could get the surprise and get the win. So that's all what I gotta say. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I'm waiting for that night. I'm waiting for that event. I just gotta sit down and just look the fight. I wish the best for both fighters, all Puerto Rican guy and for Boost. So I really want to have my fighter to win. I'm Puerto Rican. I want Santa Saya to win. So so I'm just gonna sit down and just look at the fight and see everything that we were talking about. If I had a reason or had the correct answer for you that night. So just sit down and see this good fight. That's it. Enjoy it.
This is a fight for the fans.
Yeah, it's a fan for fan, or for the people that like to put some money on it.
Well, someone's gonna lose a lot of money. Thank
Huh?
you. Someone's gonna lose a lot of money. Someone's gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah, you don't know which way they're gonna lose it. If they're gonna lose money betting to Santa or they're gonna lose money betting with Boots. You don't know. You never know who's gonna be the winner that night. So we never know who's gonna lose the fight, who's gonna lose the money. We just gonna sit down and see a lot of people crying in the Facebook or Instagram saying, "I lost this kind of money." Even weight, I don't know whose weight, but somebody's gonna lose. Somebody's gonna lose money. Even if you see a draw, that's the only way they're gonna save themselves. But somebody's gonna be crying the 28th of June.
We should talk about this fight after June
Yeah.
27th.
All right. Yeah. Sure. You just call me, and we just talk about it. So let me let you go. I'm glad that I talked to you. I'm glad that we was talking about this. So you already got my opinion. I'm not saying who's gonna win. I'm just saying it's gonna be a good fight. I gave you all the thought that I think what could happen in the day of the fight. We all could make mistakes, but both of them got the the ability to take the fight. I just not agree that Boots got 100% the ability to win the fight. Sander got the opportunity to stay like a world champion.
I agree.
All right, man. So take care.
Thank you. Thank you.